Okay, kids, we're back. We are live streaming from here, from the Guitar Quackery shop in New York City. This is the Guitar Quackery Live YouTube channel you're watching. Not to be confused with the channel with a similar name, which is called Guitar Quackery, without the word live in it. Okay, so I made a piece. Where did I put it? It's over there. So today, hopefully, we make some progress. Well, we will. We are making progress on this. This is a piece that I made, fabricated. Well, it's a simple piece. And it needs to be mounted on this routing template on the other side so that it fits in the neck pocket so that it's all secure, okay? Now, I am going to disassemble this again. So, it's only 2 screws here. And then we have 4 neck pocket screws. All right, this is from another project. And I bought some more tape because I ran out of this tape last time. So I have some fresh tape this time, today. Okay, and like I said, 4 screws on the back. I'll use a power tool for this one. We can, unscrew them more quickly. There. Okay, I put this away. Now these are 3 different lengths, as we've noticed. So I'm going to put them in order here. I got too much stuff here piling up. So these 2 and then these 2 here. Okay, so we need the body without the neck. But we need to do some prep work first. So it's a really, really tight neck pocket. Maybe a little too tight for my taste. And you see, now that I look at it more closely, there's actually some kind of residue here. You can see this. And that's almost like a glue residue or something. And I want to clean this. It shouldn't be there. That's what's making it tight. And I see the same on the inside here. All right, so let's clean this up. It's not supposed to be there. Wear my gloves. Okay, well, we had a viewer. But now it says 0 viewers. Okay. I went to the doctor yesterday because I have some pain in my hand and in my shoulder. Sometimes. Certain positions, right? Okay, so what are we going to use? Let me think for a moment. Let's try our usual toxic chemical first. And if that doesn't work, then I'll have to think about it. First, let's clean the neck. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely not supposed to be here. So this should dissolve any kind of glue or whatever this is, but it should not touch the finish. Yeah, I don't want to use acetone because acetone is going to also remove the finish maybe. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. But this is still there. So why don't I use, oh, maybe I can scrape it with this. This isn't sharp. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Okay. It's not really coming off, so I don't know, I'm gonna think about it. I do have 2 comments. Watching, okay. The customer is watching. I better behave with this guitar now. So, yeah, I don't know what this is, kids. I don't know what this is. Let me see. But that's what's making it a little bit too tight for my taste. Somebody spilled something at the factory. All right. So, first step. We need to make this fit there perfectly, and we are going to achieve this by filling it with some, what is it called? Bondo, okay? So first, let's see if I can do this. Like this, okay. So this is a little bit tricky. Because this is curved here, obviously. So I can do this. There's a little wrinkle, which is fine. And let's try to do the same thing on the other side. Keep it simple. I'm not worried about an occasional wrinkle. This is just a jig that just needs to serve its purpose while we're routing. Okay, so even if there's a little wrinkle, it's not gonna make a big difference. I do want to have a little more overlap here. So, oh, I can cut a piece from here maybe. Oh no, let's just leave it like that. Let me see. And here as well. customers really like this experience of, you know, these live streams. I haven't had any complaints yet about this being a bad idea. Okay. I just want to make sure it's taped up enough so that I don't get the Bondo on the finish. I'd rather use up a little bit of extra tape than create a problem. So okay. Maybe like this, huh? Okay, so now we put this here. And I'm going to mix up a little bit of Bondo and just kind of push it inside like that. It's going to stiffen up. And then we'll have this one piece, which we are going to mount on this plate. And we are also going to be able to screw it in from the bottom, right? So this is the routing template. And we got to make sure that it doesn't move as we're routing. You know, we're introducing vibrations. So I cannot drill into the body to screw it in, obviously. These holes didn't quite work out, so because it's really difficult to get the alignment 100%. But it needs to be aligned 100%. So, now let's mix up some Bondo. I'll just use this paper. It's kind of like wax paper almost. Okay. Okay, let me just get organized here. All right. Okay, we'll do it this way. Okay, where's the Bondo? Here. It says number one selling filler brand. It's used by yeah. Yeah, I better be nice to your guitar. You're watching me. So this is the hardener. Is it? Yeah, hardener. So we want to mix it first because it does separate. All right, so we mix this. So we only need a little bit for this part, but we'll need more Bondo later for, so we're also going to put some Bondo here later. But first we do this, okay? So this hardens quickly. So we got to do it in batches, right? We can't do it all at once. So today, all day, all morning, I was working on some videos So plural, more than one. And I still didn't finish. And tomorrow, I will be on a Zoom call in the morning with my partner, Dr. Kevin Hausen, who is one of the two developers of the FretLab Pro software. The other developer is also going to be on the call, and it's me. So FretLab Pro is making good progress. Okay, so now let me focus on this. First, let me think for a moment. You know what? I want to put another strip because Bondo gets messy. And yeah. And the other thing is I don't want to get Bondo on my phone. But I want to protect this. So I'm going to use my glove to kind of push it in. Yeah, I'm just doing a dry run right now. So I haven't mixed the components yet. Like that. So I haven't mixed the components yet. I'm just practicing a dry run. I can put some here. Oh, okay, so why don't I do this? Let me mark off this part here. So here and here. Okay, so up to about here and up to about here. All right, so I'll put some here, here, and here, and then just work it in and just push it in, let it stiffen. Okay, so you always have to think through all the steps. And then I'll hold it. Okay, because as soon as I start mixing this, I am on the clock, right? Anything else? Yeah, something. Because I don't want to mess up my phone. I'm going to put my phone inside this bag. Okay, so I can still push the buttons, touch the screen, right? All right, like that. Okay, I think we're good. So let's get started with this. So if you put too much blue hardener, it activates it very quickly and it stiffens very quickly. So just a little bit. It does need to be well mixed. I think that's good. Okay. So prep work takes a long time. That's just the nature of these jobs. I wish it wasn't like that, but it is. Because if you don't do the prep work right, you could be in trouble with the project. Things could go wrong very quickly. So I can put a little more. So now I'll hold it like this. And like I said, I'm just going to push it in with my finger. So can use a pick. I don't want to have a buildup of Bondo on the surface, although I can sand it off easily. Okay, so I think we're good. And now I don't want to touch it. Let's clean up my screwdriver before it hardens. It's already hardening a little bit. And we want to monitor this here, okay? So because this is the exact same mixture, when this is hard, we know that's hard. Okay. Yeah. This looks good. Okay. And I'm going to put it away now. This only takes a few minutes to get hard enough for some, trimming or, yeah, basically trimming, not sanding yet. So I'm just looking at this and I can see that I can kind of feel that it's still wet, but I can poke it with this, right? Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's not really dry to the touch, but you can see, right? Which means we can start removing some tape right now. So we can start removing all of this overlapping tape. Pretty quick. Not this tape just yet, although I can start loosening it. Let me see. It's still too soft. Okay, so we need to wait. Okay. While it's like this, I could actually So I'll just place this here where the paper is, okay? So I can start marking the center points, and I am going to bring out actually what I have here already, a center punch, but it's too loose. That's for another guitar that I had to custom make, but it uses different screws. So I need my drill bit set from here. So, sorry, I got some guitar necks here. This is a separate project, my own project, not for a customer. I'm building a buzz detector rig for further developments of the FretLab Pro software. All right, here we go. So here we have a set of drill bits, all different sizes, imperial sizes. Let me just take one of them and see if it fits through this hole. Oh, I almost nailed it. Let's see the bigger one. And then there's a slightly bigger one. Look at that. Maybe. Yeah. The previous one. Okay. So with this one, first let me see if it fits inside perfectly. Okay. And now, so you can see it's upside down. Now I want to flip it because it's a tight fit. Well, no, it's wiggling. So these holes aren't very precise, right? So I'll take this one for this hole. Yeah, you see? So let me see, this is a slightly bigger one. Actually, it works better. And we still have a bigger one. Let me see. So even this one. So this one fits here properly. Okay, so I'll use it for this one, for this hole. And you see I am turning it counterclockwise by hand. And that's going to make a small dot on the other side. Is it going to show through the tape? I don't know. Because I see I made this puncture tool for another guitar, but here it's just too loose. Yeah. All right. This is the number 7, and this is the number 6 here. Let's see. How hard is this now? So we don't want it to be completely solid. We want to remove it before it turns completely solid, because otherwise it's going to be too difficult to pull it out, I think. Okay, there. So this is what it looks like. Obviously, the tape that I just removed has its thickness, so we can compensate by putting some tape here, or it'll be just tight enough. I think it'll be just tight enough. Now we want to trim this before it gets too hard. Just with this. And if it does harden, you can still remove that with sandpaper. Okay, this looks good. All right. Now I can throw this away. And it smells horrible, by the way. Look at that, we have a small audience. Well, really small, 3 people watching. So I need watch hours, and I need more subscribers to monetize this channel, so that when people watch replays and YouTube decides to play ads, so that I can get some money from it. You know, this is weird, this thing. This is actually sticky, look at that. That thing that I was trying to remove. So it looks like I did dissolve it with the fluid before. And it's only on this side. I don't know what they spilled. All right. So, oh, I also want to trim this flush, and I'll do that over the trash can. And I can feel that it's warmish. So it gets a little warm when it's curing. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, let's get back to work. So this is now a perfect fit for this, right? And like I said, we want to mark off 4 holes, or at least 2 holes. So we said number 6 drill bit. Let me try the number 5. Does it fit through? Yeah, it fits through this. Here is very tight. So let me do this with the number 5 here. What about this one? Doesn't fit. Here it doesn't. So the number 6 is slightly smaller. So we can use the number 6 for this one. And this one here. And number 5 was a little loose here. So let's see if the number 4 fits, which is slightly bigger. Let me see this way first. It's a very, very tight fit. Almost too tight. But I think I've reached all the way through the hole. All right, so like that. And we turn it. Okay, so obviously it needs to be a tight fit, otherwise it can move and then we don't get a center punch, right? So I hope that this didn't move. Now I just realized I should have taped it this way. So let's double check. I should have taped it this way. Okay, so we'll double check this. Or another way to do it, actually, we can use these screws. Maybe that's even better. So this one, and I need a screwdriver. Yeah, this might be better. So we go straight down. It's really tight. Okay. Let's make sure nothing moved. So it didn't move this way, but I also want to put another tape this way. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. I hope it's good. I guess. Yeah. So the distance between these two is smaller than these two. Okay. Okay, so now we need to find the right drill bit for the screw hole through this plate. And we'll use the neck to find it. So let me just take whatever feels right. Let's say number 24. Let's see. Too big. $29. That's fine. But it would be better if I had a brad tip bit, which I thought I had somewhere here. Okay, I guess I don't. Okay. Well, let's just do some drilling now. We're making progress. Okay. So it would be better to do this on drill press, but this is just this one piece like this. It'll be fine. Yeah. So I'm doing this at an angle in this direction before I start drilling down. And I do it straight down. Again, reverse it. At an angle in this direction first, as I'm pushing down, and now we drill down. All of them that way. Okay. And now comes the moment of truth. We are going to try to mount it. There's the little countersink here. We no longer need these drill bits. Let's put them away. Okay. I want to scrape this part a little bit. So this is the part we'll be gluing against this MDF template. And I also want to screw it in, but let's deal with the glue first. Hold on, I'm thinking about something. So we need to make sure that when we glue it in, so this is it here. So that's good, it's nice and tight. It needs to remain tight once I put the screws, right? But when I put the glue here, I don't, and I press down the template, I don't want the squeeze out to creep onto the body. So it would be good if we could have a couple of channels, which I didn't think about. I should have cut that ahead of time, but I didn't think, because then the squeeze out would creep into the channels, right? So now it's like this, so I can put some glue. Let me see. Once we mount this, oh, okay, so to begin with, we can only glue it up to here. So that reduces the surface area, well, which means that it would be good to put maybe a couple of screws here and one screw probably here somewhere. That would be a good idea, right? So this alignment needs to be perfect, okay? There's no wiggle room for this. Okay. Okay, I can see that this hole is not in the right place, so I won't be using this screw. These two are, for sure, but this one isn't. That's just the way it turned out. And we only need 2 screws anyway. Even 1 screw would do it, but yeah. And those are the 2 most important screws anyway. Yeah, so we don't have a perfect alignment on this hole. This one would work, but not this one, okay? No problem. This is where it needs to be. It's not going to move. We have a perfect closure. And now we need to mount this up here. Perfectly. There is no wiggle room for this. Okay. So, here we go. I'm not going to use accelerator this time. I need to use my best judgment on this, how much glue to put. So we don't get squeezed out, right? So, honestly, I kind of like the idea of drilling a hole here and mounting a screw. This one is too long. This is not the right screw head. I think now we can no longer move it, right? Okay. We just let it be. And screws, right? Well, so I'm gonna have to find some screws, which I don't have them here. I wonder if I can start removing these screws. Last time I also mentioned an idea to use some kind of long screws, just maybe one or two, through these string holes screwed into the back of the template. Okay. Okay. Wish me luck. Okay. No squeeze out on the body. Okay. I didn't think there would be, but yeah, you just never know. It's just a guitar. It's not even my guitar. Yeah, but the owner's watching me. It's good. No squeeze out. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so kids, how about this? I put the body here in the bag. See, Guitar Quackery is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City, which means I don't have space. So I need to be creative. Where do I put the neck now? I have here. All right, good. All right. So let me think. So while this is doing its thing, so this looks good. Check this out. So, so we know this is going to fit in the neck pocket. We won't use. So we only use these two holes here. This one and this one. Okay. Not the other two. Now, I think it would be a really good idea to mount 3 screws here. I just need to find them, and I need to raise this up like this. All right, while I'm drilling. Let me see. I would like these screws to work, but I think they're too long. Yeah, they're too long. Slightly too long. Okay. I need to borrow some sugar from my neighbor and ask them if they happen to have some screws as well. I'm right here next door. I'm looking for screws. Yeah, they have screws, just they're too long. That's the problem. See, that's how projects can just evolve. Nah, they just don't have the right screws. Why don't they have the right screws? Don't they know that I need to borrow screws from time to time? All right, I'm gonna bring these 2 boxes with me. Oh, there's one more box here. Yeah, I found this orange box. This looks promising. So plenty of screws, but they're all too long, right? Oh, maybe not this one. This one looks promising. Drywall screws. But these are fine thread. I'd like to find coarse thread like this one. this length. I know I have some at home, but that's far from here. Well, I guess it'll just have to be fine thread. Oh, this one's a little shorter. Let's see. What about this? Nah. Not really. Drywall screws are the best for this. Coarse thread. Like this one. Is it too short? No, perfect. So I need to put at least 2 screws. 3 would be better, but 2 would be the bare minimum. Let me see, this one is longer. Yeah, that's too long. So these 3 are too long. These 2 are good. This one's kind of short. What about this one? Same thing? So now I'm finding these really short ones. Yeah, the short ones sink to the bottom, right? I'd like to find the ideal screws for this, but I think I'm gonna have to settle for this. What about this one? I like the thread on this one. Even this one's not bad. It's got a really sharp thread. Oh. Maybe even this one. Okay. I think we have what we need. Oh, there's one more here. Okay. All right, so let's make a decision. So we'll be doing some drilling, which means I better use a backing plate. Okay, we need the drill bits again. So, we'll be mounting the screws from the top. Let's see. I'm just gonna eyeball the drill bit size. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
unless we do it on Mondays and you guys do 3 more weeks, it's kind of 4. So you actually could do 4 and then put it on Tuesday too.
Okay, so we have 3 holes now, but we need to enlarge the hole through the MDF so that the screw passes through without biting into the MDF. So let me see, this size maybe. And we need to tape it off so that I don't drill too deep. Just eyeballing it, but I can double check. This, double check. That's too deep. A little bit less. Still too deep. Okay, this should be good now. Yeah. All right, so we enlarge these holes. So this is what guitar factories fail to do on bolt-on necks, which is why you end up with jacked screws. And now we need a countersink. I think we're good. All right. I think we need to vacuum this up because, yeah, I made a mess. So this is what it takes. All right, so now let's mount the screws. So I think I like these. Needs to be flush, yeah. Let me check this. Okay, that's fine. Flush. And once again, I just check with this. Okay, because the router plate needs to just ride over these screws, right? And so far this is good. I do need to figure out something. I really want to put some screws on this side, because that would really secure this plate for the routing. You know, once you start routing, you introduce vibrations, anything can go wrong. I mean, in a split second, boom, and you get like a blowout, and you ruin the body of the guitar. So we are going to put Bondo here and here, because this is still kind of wiggling on top of the body, because the body isn't straight, isn't flat. But yeah, I'm thinking, what kind of screws could I use for that? Long ones, obviously. And they need to be screwed into the plate from underneath, I think. Either that, or I put another plate under the guitar and screw from the top into that plate through the body of the guitar. So through the through 2 of the 6 string holes, which are already there. All right, so let me put this away and measure this up against the body again. Okay. So far so good, right? I'm happy with this so far, right? Let's just hope it all ends well. So here I have these screws now, extra ones. I don't need them. Yeah, let me think. So there's just no other way, right? I mean, yeah, there's no other way. So this goes here, nice, but you see, it can still move this way, right? Even after I screw in this plate, I think so. And then we have this wiggle. That's because there's all this space here. So I am trying to judge. Yeah, this is all good. It kind of feels like I am going to remove the same amount of material all around. I'm going to be removing very little, if any at all, material from here and here, okay, or here and here, because the pickup cavities aren't too narrow in this direction, but they are too narrow around here, here, and here, right? Okay. I just want to double check that this really doesn't fit here. Not sure, right? Because it would be great if I could somehow. So there's another way to do this, actually, now that I think, which might actually be the best way to do it. We could cut out a part like this here and mount a loose plate that is screwed into these 2 of the 3 holes. So these are the mounting holes for the bridge, right? And then we just fill it with Bondo, and then it would be perfect. And honestly, I am tempted to do just that, but that would require more work on the template. But then, no matter how you look at it, we need to do more work on the template. Is this really not fitting inside? Let me see. Well, look at that. All right. Well, this is no, but it's not really. I'm not removing enough material here, so it's a little skewed. Sorry. I got excited too soon. If I push it like this, so this one kind of works. Okay, we'll do it this way. I think we can do it this way. Okay, let's do it this way. So next, we need to put some Bondo here. And here as well. All right, let's work on that. First, we need to tape up this part. I'm going to put a tape here. Okay. I think I need to do the same here. So now I wonder if I can just push the Bondo here. And not crazy about this being exposed. Let me get the yellow tape there from there. I'm going to put Bondo here, but I just don't want to mess up the body of the guitar, so I'm just protecting it. But I just want to put Bondo here somewhere. And I wonder if I can just kind of push it in here. It doesn't really need to go all the way, just as long as it's seated nicely here at the edge, it'll be fine. Now here we have this curve. Protect this. All right, same thing here. We can just put some here. That's all good. Yeah, I think so. I think we can just go ahead and do it. So I need a mixing tray, something. Let me drink some water. Okay, we are making progress here. Yeah, we need the Bondo because otherwise, you know, this still kind of wants to wobble. We need it. I wish we didn't, but we need it. All right. I guess I can reuse my glove. Screwing the template down, question mark, yep. I guess that was an old question. Okay, never mind, I see. Okay, yeah. that was a good one. I can't remember which joke it was. Oh, it was, it's not my guitar, right? Okay, look, so far, everything's fine, okay? So, it's, I'm a little stressed because of this project, but so far, everything's fine. Oh, I didn't even mount a screw from the back. So, we might get away with mounting just one of the two screws that let's do this one for sure. We can always put the other one later. Okay. Yeah, it's still I'm using the tip of my finger to kind of feel how much material I'm removing. So the step feels almost identical everywhere. But we still have one problem here. I don't know if you remember from an earlier live stream, but this bushing, the brass bushing here, was mounted at an angle. And I don't know how we're going to deal with that. So we'll deal with it at some later time. But for now, let's just get this done. So what I'd like to do is, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. I'd like to finish the template and route this out. Okay, I'd really love to do this tonight. We then need to paint it, but some of the black is not going to be removed. I do have some black paint. Bondo here. Okay, once again I put my phone in the bag. This isn't a good bag for the phone, it's too small. I think I might have another one right here. Yeah. All right, let's get this done. I think this is good. Let me think through this again. Mix up some Bondo here. Now, can I do both sides at the same time? And what do I use to force it inside? this narrow space. Maybe this. This looks reasonable. So I just want to put some here with the wooden stick. And then I wonder if I can also do the other side while I'm at the same time. I think so. Okay. So, what are we waiting for? Tomorrow? So we already mixed this, but just in case. And you know, I'm actively thinking, you know, am I missing something? I don't think so. I think we're good. Horrible smell. I'm using my best judgment. Maybe one more. All right. Horrible smell. Okay. Am I missing something? I don't think so. I think I put too much. So it's gonna be a quick cure if I mix everything. I don't know, I can't ever tell. Maybe we move this one off to the side. Okay, this is the point of no return. We can't stop mixing now. And it needs to be well mixed. Okay. I think we need to start moving. no. Let me put it here. Which one do I do first? This one. I don't want to get it on my carpeting here. Oh, come on. Not the right tool, you see. Oh, come on. Oh, it's stiffening on me. Better hurry. Yeah, it's too late. So why don't I just shove it in this way? And that's it. It'll have to be enough. Okay. Nothing more I can do right now. Yeah, no, I always put too much of that blue stuff. All right. Acetone. Oh, this smells. All right. Nice and clean. Okay, so this hardened pretty much already. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. All right, so we can, nothing moved. Oh, where's the other screwdriver? Let's remove the template if we can. I guess I could just leave it like this and start routing, but it's just making me nervous with this Bondo here. Okay. This is stressing me out, but it's just part of the project, right? Yeah. I think we need to start removing this tape. And this tape. You know, I just thought of something. I should have put some wax on the tape so that the Bondo doesn't stick too much to the tape. Too late now. Yeah, it's coming off. I never know what I'm going to discover, but it's all good. All right. This is what it looks like. We won't touch it. This is a perfect match. So, for now, I just place it here, somewhere. It's fine. Clean up the guitar and tape it up again. Okay. See, nothing happened to the guitar. Okay, so we have all this junk here.
Because we could just elevators. We just shove everything in the elevator. We go to the elevator, take it out of it.
They finished the rehearsal.
So I guess
Because it smells so bad, I'm going to put outside here. This is a small space. The Guitar Quacker is the smallest guitar repair shop in New York City. I don't know if I ever mentioned that. Okay, it's time to start using my timer. It's gonna beep in 1 hour, and I hope it doesn't beep during the live stream, if you know what I mean. Okay, we don't need this, but we will need this one. Okay, let me think. Let's think, let's talk. So this is what we have. We have a little bit of bondo here, and just a little bit of bondo here. So that's what we need to protect, basically, right? I am also going to, just for good measure, I could put a tape here. Okay. Here, how about the other tape? Both of them are low tack tapes, okay? The same kind of glue, I think. Okay, so now, once again, so around here, and then we have from here to about here. Right. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, from about here to about here. And that's closer to the edge. Right there. Somewhere. So now I don't want wrinkles now. Okay, I think that's it. Let's check. Wow. Yeah. All right, so that's a match. And that's a match. Good. All right. I told you. See, I told you I know what I'm doing. All right, so we have this. Now, there is one small thing that bothers me. These screw holes for the bridge are, in fact, loose for these screws. They're too big, they're oversized. Look at that. So we can just put, little shreds of wood like toothpicks. Let me think. I have that stirring stick. So the proper repair is too involved. So we're just gonna stick little, shreds of wood. And only in this one that we are using now. Let's see how deep it is. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Okay. So this will tighten this screw a little bit better, okay? We want it to be tight. And I put it on this side because that hole is a little bit off center. So I'll double check everything before I do any routing, obviously. So one of those screws goes here. I didn't tighten it all the way just yet. Okay. We said we might get away with just putting one screw, right? But we do have two screw holes in the template, so let's do two screws. See how solid this is? This isn't going to move anywhere. And now I just tighten this one. Yeah, that's much better. Feels much better. Okay. Kids, I think we're ready to do some routing. Let's do it. The router is where? Where I put it? Oh, right there. Let's check the battery. It's full. Okay. Whatever tools I don't need, I want to move away. That's for real now, okay?
I can't be home super late because the doctor. I'm kind of yeah, cool. So we can like. Okay, cool. So we can like hang on the floor and then. Yeah, great. That's fine. Okay.
I just take a piece of MDF of the same thickness to kind of adjust this
Should I be worried about it? No, not at all. I've been
depth of the router for the first cut. So I'm not going to plunge it all the way just yet. Just,
Or you can listen to music.
okay.
I don't think this will be off. It's gonna be text. They're gonna take a conference call. Okay, no. Like you'll be. I get it. They have to deal with me. I'll be the worst. I am the worst. I'll be so quiet. At least I'm by the worst, I mean the best. Oh, well, then, should I say?
Are you ready?
What, did I do best? Yes, you definitely did.
You know,
I heard the drum. Oh my god, this is really loud.
surgeons sometimes need to perform surgery on kids. And they just need to cut. They just need to say, well, it needs to be done. Let's do it. If you overthink it too much, well, you got to think. But at one point, you just need to cut. So I check everything. And this isn't a kid. It is just a guitar. And like I said, it's not even my guitar. So we just need to cut. All right? So we're just going to do it.
I started and I went the other day saying that we were here. I said like Sunday.
So we're just gonna do it, right? All right. So first, a dry run. The dry run feels fine. And the other dry run feels fine. So we'll do this one first. Okay, let's do it. Complete stop. All right, so one biggest mistake is to start removing the router before it comes to a full stop. All right, so now with my finger, I want to check if my route is matching the template all around. Because if it isn't, okay. And now we need to plunge it a little bit deeper. How much deeper? Now we measure it against this. What am I doing? This. And I think that's plenty. All right, so let's just do it. Do I want to go slightly deeper? I don't need to go deeper, but I will go a little bit deeper. Okay. Let's see. We have those brass bushings. Well, we don't want to hit those. If we do, it's not the end of the world, but I want to avoid hitting those brass bushings. Okay. So I am just inspecting. Okay. We did get a little bit of a chip off there, but it's hidden, so that's fine. Yeah. You can't really see. Well, that's fine. So the chip off is, well, it just chipped off a piece of wood that just kind of fractured, but it's deeper inside beneath the actual surface. So it won't be visible, right? We know it's there, but we won't tell anyone. Now I can fix it, but that would take more time, right? And why? No one's gonna see it. It's inside the guitar, and it's less than a millimeter. So let's be reasonable. Okay. Right, now, where's the screwdriver? Okay. Time to dismantle it. Okay. So, all of that just to mount two pickups. Okay. What's that? Okay. Let's see. All right. Well, that's done. We do need to paint it. But before we do any artwork, painting, we want to check. Check what? What are we checking? Are you paying any attention? Checking if the... Checking what? Let's go Rangers, yeah. There's a retracted message. Was it about me? Only 4 people watching. Friends, tell your friends about this channel because I need to monetize it, okay? And I tell you, I show things here that I don't show on the main channel. It takes patience to watch through, but you never know when you have time to watch, you know, sometimes you might catch something interesting. All right, so what do we need to check? Pickups. The moment of truth. Yeah, man. Well, I am smiling, okay? The pickups did fit through the template, so why wouldn't they fit here? Come on. Okay, so what is this? Neck. But they're both the same. They are both the same. So I also really like the black and red combo. Check this out. Huh? So before, when we pulled the pickup, we were lifting the entire guitar. Not anymore. Okay. I guess I never opened these screws. No springs. We have the foam. Let's see if these fit inside. So this is going to be the smaller screwdriver. Let's see if it's the same thread as these bushings. They are not the same threads. Okay. So I need to find the old screws. I think I put them here, or did I put them there? They're here. Yeah, they're right here. Let me see. Yeah, that's it. So we put the EMG here, through this. Okay, I need to make sure it finds the bushing. Yep. I wonder if that foam is too thick. I don't think so. Now this bushing is worrying me because it's not straight. And that's a challenge. I don't know. And this one is not straight either. So okay, we have this foam. Now all we need from this bag are the 4 screws, so I'm going to just put this away and I'll keep the screws inside here. But the screws that we can't use, I'll put them here. One more here. All right, that's the neck pickup. Now let's check the bridge pickup. So that's the one that worries me because the bushing here is not at a 90-degree angle, not vertical. It's slanted. Guitar factories. And they have all the equipment to build guitars. All right, let's see. First, this way. Where's that button? Come on. Okay, so it fits, right? That's nice, right? Now here. You know what? We don't need this tape. The guitar looks better without it. Now, this one, that's the one. Let's see if it can handle being at an angle. Now you see it gets jammed up a little bit. Well, I think it'll work. But you see, it does get jammed up a little bit. That's not good. All right, so it's not that the pickup is getting jammed up in the cavity that I just routed. So what's happening is that I'm going to have to enlarge that screw hole on the pickup through which the screw is passing. That's the only way. And this is something that I'm going to sleep on. I kind of want to reassemble the guitar a little bit, not fully, just to kind of get a sense of how things are aligning in terms of heights. You know, the neck height here and string heights, eventual string heights, right? So we're going to put a piece of toothpick there as well, but not right now. How did they oversize these holes, you know? Those holes need to be, those screws need to be tightly screwed in. They are holding the bridge. Now, the strings are going through the body, but if this was top mounted, this bridge would fly off.
Yeah, and then I literally woke up at 11:30 p.m. Like wide awake, and I was like, I haven't slept like.
Okay, doctor, are you still watching?
Yeah, but at 9 p.m.
Check this out. You guys are leaving? Okay, doctor.
Good one, Doc.
The kids are leaving. Huh? What do you think? Is the guitar gonna work? It better work.
Double check the air exchanges.
Okay, I know the
Hey,
back.
this AC's on.
Get him, get him, get him.
Bob's AC is off.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think I'll be removing the neck anymore, so I'm just mounting it. How many people are watching? Only 2 people are watching. See, YouTube isn't pushing this to new potential viewers. Want to see it? Check this out. Okay. Now, it is a lefty, so I should be holding it this way. But there's a wall right here. I don't want to bump the headstock. So, carefully. What do you think, guys? All right, so now it is a custom guitar, but I'm not happy about this. So I need to think about what to do about that. Yeah. And even this bushing here isn't straight. I'm noticing it now. I didn't notice it before. So how do they not get it right? Okay, that's like mind-boggling. So, like I said, I need to sleep on this, but everything, like all the hard work has been done now, okay? And what we see here is that when the strings are mounted, you see we have plenty of space. So this is now projecting the fret level, right? The strings are going to be higher than that, obviously. So it's all working out mechanically. I will be removing these pickups because we need to wire them and we need to paint that black. Like I said, I do have the paint, but this is all jammed up now. I'm gonna try something right now because we can't avoid this thing. Okay, this needs to be dealt with. So the reason why the other pickups were not experiencing this issue is because of two things. These here are thicker, okay? And on the other one, they're sheet metal, so they're very thin. And the holes are also larger. Now, I could make these holes larger, but I don't want to lose the brass. I want to keep as much brass as possible, brass bushings. So, yeah, you know, I'm going to have to think about it. And you can see how this is at an angle. So if you screw in this screw, that's it. It's at an angle like this. I don't know how to show it. Well, I'm not getting a good camera angle, but it's not straight. It's visibly at an angle. Okay. Which is bad. It's not good. So I was thinking, instead of drilling out this hole, oh, I think I have an idea. We could do a little bit of a countersinking. I think that's a good idea. So it's more like a funnel then, at least part of the way. Yeah, that's a good idea. Now this countersink isn't going to fit here on from this side, but I have a smaller one that I can bring with me. So this is going to help. I wonder if that's enough. Oh, look at the time. I was going to do a refret tonight. Not enough. I think it's better. Now, my idea was to use a little file like this and just file it at an angle like this. Instead of, enlarging the entire hole. And a little more. Just the two edges. Let's see. So the objective here is make it happen. Gotta do something to make it happen. It's still getting stuck. Especially when the pickup is still high up. When it's lower, when it's closer to the, bushings, it's better, but still not resolved. So we just need to file some more off. Yeah. Okay, no more countersink. So it's on this side. So basically I'm filing it like that. So I'm hitting the two adjacent edges. It's probably the only thing I can do reasonably. Okay. All I can do is try again and see how it fits. So, because this screw is pushing the entire pickup in that direction, now this is also not like, cooperating on this side too much. And like I said, I want to keep the brass bushing. I mean, I could just drill a bigger hole, but then we'd be left with plastic only, right? Okay, it's not reasonable for me to continue because it's late. Like I said, I was going to refret that guitar, Taylor guitar. I think I'm going to pull the frets out at least tonight. All right, so what I think we need to do is first I'll sleep on it. Maybe I think of something, although I don't know what. And next time, I guess tomorrow, we do the painting, and I do some more of this pickup fitting. But we need the paint to dry, so we can't really do both at the same time. It's really annoying because there's no easy way to pull out that bushing that is installed inside of the body of the guitar and just realign it and reinstall it. There's no easy way to do that. We're talking about hours of additional work. All right, I'll put it away for tonight. And check this out. So this was our template, right? It took all this time to make this. And we only use it once. Yes, sir, it will. Awesome. And will it be that it's been painted? No, it's not going to be noticeable that it's been painted. It's going to be painted black. You will barely see any of it anyway. Yeah, but you can also leave it like this if you want. Let me show you what it looks like. So, how about I put this way? See? So this is not painted. Now the gaps here are so small you can't even see, so it's really just here. You can leave it like that if you want. It's up to you. Think about it. Text me. I mean, there was no other way to fit the pickups. Crazy, but it was really cool. The whole process. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. So far, all of my customers who have had this live streaming experience told me that they really like it. I think that I am the only shop on YouTube or in the world, I guess, that does this type of service, live streaming, so that customers can watch me work on their guitars. Now, I always do that when I need to charge by the hour, like we're doing now. We're logging the hours, but sometimes I just do it because I feel like it, just to keep, you know, the show must go on, right? So sometimes I just do it. See, my battery is dying, my watch battery. Yeah, it's cool to watch on this process on live. Yes. And in some cases I've discovered, especially on vintage guitars, It happened a few times. Problems that were not, you know, apparent. So with certain guitars, you know, the only option here is to do a live stream by the hour, because I got burned so many times by trying to, you know, do my best to come up with an estimate, and then it always ends up being more. And what can I do? I can't keep doing that. So. Okay. All right. Okay, so friends, I am going to end it here. This is the end of this show. I still got work to do, so I'll be staying a little bit later. But thank you all for watching. All, just only 2 people watching. At its peak, I had 6 people watching. Hi. So, thank you for watching, and good night.